Assalamu alaikum, my sisters and brothers, to everyone listening to this voice message. It's just a message I feel like sharing today, 15th of May, 2016. I woke up this morning and I felt very traumatized. Not just traumatized, I felt terrified with a dream that I had. And Allah knows that perhaps to me, I am somebody who I dream a lot, and when I dream, I don't just wave it off. It's clearly, to me, it's like a gift, or clearly like a sign Allah has shown me, or that I usually see. But on today's one was a very different one. I woke up and I realized that I was still alive, and I said, Alhamdulillah. That I woke up was like a gift, was like a big gift to me. What was the dream? In the dream, I was walking on a path on a road close to my house, and I saw a friend, another lady that I know who's got children like myself, and we got talking. Then I noticed somebody just passed by my side in the dream, saying to me that I was going to die. I was going to die at that moment, I was going to die. And at some point I just felt, okay. By the time I was going to ask the person, I said, how would I die? Would a car come crushing me? Would something happen? I was really like, what's going to be, how do I die? Then in the dream, dreams can be very funny. Then in the dream, I just realized I was somewhere else. And I noticed the place was like a narrow hallway. That was how it was. It was like a narrow hallway that I had to walk. The only way I could walk was to walk forward. Then I walked into the place. Then when I walked into the place, I noticed the door behind me was shut. And to me, the door looked like, like the cold room door, like a bank vault door. That was what it looked like. The door shut right behind me. So I just knew the only way was to walk forward, and I did. After taking some few steps, oh my God, Allahu Akbar, I'm even saying it, I'm scared. After taking some few steps forward, I noticed that I saw a face of my family friend, somebody we're very familiar with, somebody that I knew. And he looked at me and said, why are you here? And I said to him, why are you here? He said, well, that he's just here because he's been positioned here to ask people a few questions and everything. And I said, okay. And knowing fully well that this person was a very familiar face, he was like a brother-in-law to me, or like, he's a friend to the family. So I just felt calm that I had seen a face that I knew. So, but the door behind me was still shut. So, then he got up, he was sitting at first, he got up, walked to a machine, some sort of a machine. Then I don't know what he was adjusting. He tried punching some things, touching some things. Then he was trying to set up something for the thing to attend to me. So I was still trying to understand, figure out where I was, what had happened. And he said to me that I had just transited. And I said, what does it mean that I had transited? He said, yes, that I'm no longer alive. So I said, okay, I'm no longer alive. I take that. But what happened to me in real life? He said, in life, whatever happened was for people to understand my transition. That whatever happened was like a way for people, the human being in the world, to understand that my soul had left. So ordinarily, it means that it was my soul that was standing right in front of him. So just like that, I just continued, and the next thing I noticed was like, he said he would program the machine, then the machine would attend to me. The next thing I realized was the machine started to beat me. The machine beat me so much. Subhanallah. The machine beat me so much that I couldn't even stand. I was looking, I was trying to ask Yahya that this machine is beating me, help me. And he said to me that I can't help you. He said, I can't help you. In the dream, he kept shouting, and I said, help me, you know my husband, help me, Allah, help me. And in the dream, he was saying that maybe you were not praying, maybe you were not praying consistently. And I said, I prayed, I learned, I knew how to pray my nafil, I knew how to do everything that I could possibly do. And he said to me, maybe you were not praying on time. Allahu Akbar. He said, maybe you were not praying on time. You have to do something. Maybe you didn't pray on time. You missed your prayers as I went due. And I remember begging him to stop whatever it is that was punishing me this way. I remember asking him to please ask Allah to stop this because I couldn't even get up. The door was locked. And he did. At the point he got up, he said, there's nothing I can do. I can't help you. At some point, the machine stopped. The machine stopped, and I got up. And he said, you know what? I don't know what you've done, but you definitely miss your prayers. You definitely have played along the line with your prayers. Your salah were not consistent. You pray because I kept saying, I pray. My 5 daily prayers have never missed me. He said, yes, you pray, but they were not on time. At that point, I couldn't argue. And at that point, I couldn't say anything because I knew he was right. I knew he was right. My sisters and my brothers, I decided to do this, not for anything, but for everybody listening to me. If you're a Muslim, please, and please do not pray with your prayers. What I saw this morning, 15th of May, today, this morning, was something very clear. It is clear because I saw it, and at some point I believed I had died. I woke up. In the dream. I later got up. In the dream, I went back to, it was like a waiting room. In a waiting room, I saw 2 of my aunts. I saw one, my uncle's second wife, and I saw my mom's sister, my mom's immediate younger sister. They came into the waiting room. Then it was like there was a wedding. So the atmosphere in that room changed. Then it was like we were waiting for something I don't understand. So they came, and my auntie said she was going to a wedding. Then my uncle's wife also came. They knew each other, so they just sat down for a little while. My uncle's second wife is a teacher, and she was talking about